Now they got that kid who really did. Hey, mama, there go that man. Yeah, y'all cut on y'all TVs, man. Hey, yeah, Big Nina Boy on right now, man. Let's enjoy this show. We got some good content coming up right now, man. It looked like, man, hey, the truth is coming out, gang. The truth is coming out. And yeah, you gotta understand, man. Hey, what these niggas care about what y'all think for? Shit, nigga, he like, shit, yeah, what y'all want me to sit up in here and do life to prove that I'm a real nigga to y'all? Shit, I think shit, man, shit. You know, I got a girlfriend, I got a wife on the side, I got some kids out there and shit. I ain't gonna be sitting up here with all this sausage and shit. Hey, I'm sick. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so this is all bad, man. Bricc Baby allegedly took a deal with the feds. This is looking crazy. The content, man, is heavy metal, man. So let's push it through, man, and let's get it done, man. So let's get it. Let's go.
Breaking news, man. This is absolutely crazy news. This is something we've been waiting for months. Okay, our fan favorite of the show, man, Bricc Baby. From what we understand, he's finally reached an outcome with his case.
In a federal conspiracy case, co-defendants can have a huge impact on your outcome. Prosecutors may use their statements, testimony, or plea agreement, or plea agreement, or plea agreement, or plea agreement to build a case against you. If one person agrees to communicate, they may give information that pulls you deeper and deeper into the case, even if your role was limited.
Before we even get into Bricc Baby, let me address something first. Apparently, I've been promoted without an interview, without a salary negotiation, without so much as a LinkedIn notification, bruh. Somewhere between my last video and this one, I joined Big U's media team. That's the rumor anyway. Now look, I don't break down cases. I don't explain federal procedure. I don't analyze.
So they say Bricc infidel, bruh. We finna see for sure.
Plea mechanics. No. I do public relations for Big U now. That's what they out here saying. Like I've got a company badge, a benefits package, and a Slack channel. Big U's communication specialist. My job apparently is to hop online and clean up narratives that are spinning faster than a laser Susan at a federal debriefing. Third, there's negative press. Can you spin that? And I'm like, absolutely. Let me fire up the Wi-Fi in my emergency narrative suppression toolkit. At a fact, in this fictional cinematic universe they've created, I got a whole group chat. Big U, hey, can you explain conspiracy law so we can look better? Me, own it. I'll also explain Title 3 while I'm at it. You want a PowerPoint? Yeah, that's what I do now. Apparently, I don't eat breakfast anymore. I draft spin statements. I don't pay bills. I monitor indictments. And the only conceivable reason I would ever question anything online is because someone has cut me a check for it. Let me say this here loud and clear. If I was actually on Big U's team, I promise you, I would not be on YouTube breaking down plea agreements. I'd be somewhere quiet, somewhere with good light and a non-disclosure agreement. Very quiet. But nah, bruh, I'm just messing with y'all. I don't work for anybody's PR department. And I'm definitely not here to clean up the mess Bricc Baby landed himself in. Because Bricc Baby already cleaned that up himself at the round table, you dig? Now,
what round table? What round table, bro?
Let's run it. Here's what makes the whole situation wild. Bricc got caught up in a conspiracy case. Big umbrella indictment. Multi-people name. Same federal language you see every time. The government's greatest hits collection. Agreement. Furtherance. Joint activity. It's practically a template letter at this point, just fill in the blanks. And in the beginning, Bricc was talking real sturdy. I'm never folding. I'm taking my lick. They gotta prove it. Full kill squad speech, the whole theatrical production.
But the energy that, nigga, from now on, nigga, keep on running content on my name. Nigga, I'm putting kill squad in the street. Nigga, on 6-0. Y'all forgot I had chili.
And then plea agreement. Now pause. Taking a plea is legal. Let's be crystal clear on that. Some dudes say it's smart. Some dudes say it's mad. Sometimes the excuse they use is you just don't want to watch a jury deliberate your entire future for 6 hours. But what we not about to do, not here, not today, not ever, is act like that wasn't a negotiation. Because in conspiracy cases, plea deals don't disappear. They don't fall out of the sky like settlement, man.
You know, and Bricc was accused of a lot, bro. Being co-conspirator number 4, hell of shit, right? So, but now it looks like he was involved in some secret proceedings, bro, or whatever.
From legal heaven. Don't let that one go over your head. Plea deals are discussed, and those discussions happen in the room, a private room, the round table room. And this right here is where we start peeling back layers. In a conspiracy case, when one person pleads, especially before trial, that plea usually comes after a very specific kind of conversation. Exposure gets explained, numbers get broken down, enhancements get mentioned. The government starts stacking the deck in a way that makes your trial look less like a legal proceeding and more like a life sentence spreadsheet. And when that spreadsheet start producing numbers that dudes don't want to see, people start recalculating. Now here's the cold-blooded part. Bricc has been online since his arrest, on the wall phone no less, talking like he just collected a trophy at Hood Day. I handled that. Handle what exactly? You signed. You didn't beat anything. You didn't dismantle anything. You didn't out-litigate the federal government on the merits. You negotiated. And again, negotiation is not a crime. According to the government, negotiation is sometimes the most strategic.
But it come off deceptive, right? When you didn't put your legal team on it, you went in there and negotiated. But you act like, yeah, I just went in there and did that. Nigga, they didn't have shit on me, bro. They had something, bro, to make you comply with this negotiation, bro.
Move a person can make when they can't do the time. Laugh my ass off. Of course they gonna say that. They want you to be a rat. But don't rebrand taking a hot ass plea deal as standing on business. Don't wrap negotiation with the feds in a real one costume and walk out on social media like it's something it isn't. Because the same person who was saying never fold is now saying I took accountability.
All right, y'all. So Bricc Baby has pleaded guilty to federal charges. He had a lot of federal charges. He had like 2-3 guns. He threatened his baby mama on a wiretap. They had his phone wiretap. And then the gun on no jumper that Adam zoomed in, his boss zoomed in on for the feds. And he had a shooting too that took place in a parking lot. But he had got a sweet deal.
So you telling me they worked out a deal for all that, bro? Shoes in a parking lot, extortion plots, hella shit, bro. Come on.
If you want to call it sweet. He got 92 months, which is 7.5 years.
That to pivot more dangerous than the Allen Iverson crossover. And just like that crossover, it left everybody stumbling trying to follow it. Pivots like that there usually happen after conversation. Say, bruh, round tables don't exist for decoration. They exist because pressure exists. And pressure in conspiracy cases is calculated. Now let me change my delivery right quick. Less jokes now, more meat and potatoes. Because this the part people pretend not to understand. And the pretending is starting to get embarrassing. Someone in a conspiracy case takes the plea. The most important document isn't the headline. It's not a tweet. It's not a no-jumper interview recap. It's the factual basis. The factual basis is the written summary of what the defendant is admitting really happened. Not the entire government story, not every allegation staple in the indictment, but enough of a version of events that the court can accept the plea as knowingly and voluntarily made. And here's what people constantly miss. And
if y'all can't see that Bricc Baby got so much tied over his head right now, gang. He got too much tied over his head, man. Hey, loyalty, man. You gotta pay for that shit, bro. Ain't nobody out here, you know what I'm saying? First of all, you don't put yourself in a situation like this for number one. Be a man, stand on your own, think for yourself. Never let another man think for you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, ain't nobody gonna care about you but you. And that go for family members too, nigga. Like shit, nigga, just cause y'all blood don't mean that, nigga, they got your best interest, nigga. It's some of your family members that's just jealous that you made it. It's some of your cousins that's jealous that you made it. You know what I'm saying? It's all type of hate in this world, man. You better, the moment you open up your eyes and see that you go die on that hill by yourself, the better off you is, man. You know, it's sad because, you know, a lot of these young niggas out here dying. Oh, matter of fact, I'm gonna play that video one more time. Hold on. Catch this right here, man. I'm gonna never stop playing this right here. This was so serious to me, bro. I'm like, look at all these young niggas. These is kids out here.
Yeah, Santa Crip, nigga. Yeah, West Shine. My homeboys. What's up, baby? Young CJ Business. Bama, cuz.
They all dead.
Rails, Beans, Charity, Murph, on his
They all these youngsters dead right here. And what they doing now, you know, they making posters of their loved ones. You know, back in the day, nigga had that photo book where you open that shit up and show somebody this is such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? Now they blowing them up on posters and, you know, at hood, they if they want to, you know, cherish their homies or, you know, chill at a park, they could, you know, sit them out there and have a conversation with the poster. But all of these kids right here are probably under 30 for sure, in between 18 to 25 max. Rest in peace to these young men. I seen this and I said, yeah, this is crazy right here. Only if they knew, you know what I'm saying? The streets don't care about you, me, or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? The streets will take your life and take your kid's life, take anybody's life that's out there and give you nothing in return. There's no funeral arrangements. So when the streets take your life, your mama got to pay for that. Not your hood, not your homeboys. When you get shot, if you don't got that Medi-Cal, Medicaid, nigga, your parents got to pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? For your, you know, due diligence. So, man, y'all make sure y'all wake y'all game up, man. And you know, ride for your dad, ride for your daddy's last name, man. You know what I'm saying? Before you ride for your street name. Because at the end of the day, man, you know, your family is going to be the one that's going to be there when it's all over. Let's go.
Bama cousin, what's up? Rails, man. Sherry, Murph,
We gonna get out of there, man. That was just imperative that I play that. That was something different. I ain't never seen that before. Let's go.
These conspiracy cases, the factual basis usually does more than just say, I did X. It establishes three things. 1, there was an agreement. 2, the defendant knowingly joined it. 3, the defendant took some action in furtherance of it. That's the minimum structural requirement. That's the legal skeleton the whole thing hangs on. Now think about that carefully, because once you admit to joining an agreement, you are acknowledging the existence of broader conspiracy framework. That is just not personal.
Then we got to think about the word incentive, right? What's the government's incentive for giving Bricc Baby this deal? What's Bricc Baby's incentive for signing this deal? Obviously.
All right, hold on, Chad. Let's do some chat interacting, right? Do y'all honestly think that the feds is just going to just hand him this incentive for number one? Do y'all remember Bricc Baby, all his cases? He beat a marijuana and gun charge in Atlanta, didn't do no time, didn't go to prison at all. He caught he caught about 2 cases out there. 1 gun charge, 1 marijuana charge, and he didn't do jail time at all. You see what I'm saying? So all of a sudden he get caught up out here. He go to jail, do some little county jail time, come home. He did like a year or something in the county jail. His next over that little robbery situation, right? Didn't get no pen time. Now he get caught up with this RICO case. And you mean to tell me that they just say, hey, he seems like a good guy. We're just going to offer him a deal. What is the feds getting for him to get less time? They found all those guns in his house. He shot at his baby mama. He shot in the air or some shit like that. Correction. He made threats to kill his baby mama and all this crazy stuff that he went through. And you mean to tell me they just offer you this little 4-year deal? For what? What are they getting out of that? What did you have to give to get that? You had gun charges, and those guns that they caught, they were from another state. So they tried to hit him with that what was that? Transporting firearms across state lines. It was so many charges they had wrapped around him. But all of a sudden, you got this little ass Tom standing in front of you like, oh man, they gave me 4 years, 5 years. Everybody else is looking at 14, 20. This the feds. They don't miss, bro. They got a 96% conviction rate. So that just got to tell you right there, who just get 4 years. Nigga, that's some small time, especially with the crimes that they was trying to charge him with. And you on a RICO? That's not adding up, gang. Let's go.
A lesser amount of time or whatever cases, right?
Of it. That's the minimum structural requirement. That's the legal skeleton the whole thing hangs on. Now think about that carefully, because once you admit to joining an agreement, you are acknowledging the existence of broader conspiracy framework. That is just not personal.
Then we got to think about the word incentive, right? What's the government's incentive for giving Bricc Baby this deal? What's Bricc Baby's incentive for signing this deal? Obviously, a lesser amount of time or whatever cases, right? But what's their incentive? You know what I'm saying?
The conduct, bro. That is participation in something collective. And collective language matters because it involves other people who still have pending cases, other people whose attorneys are reading every single word of that factual basis with the very fine-tooth comb. Now let's circle back to that boy Bricc. He went from they gotta prove everything to signing a document that says, in essence, I agreed this happened and I was a part of it. That's not just nothing. That's not a technicality. That's a binding admission in federal court. And here's some real talk for the record. You don't conquer a case by agreeing with it. Factual basis documents are often negotiated. Language is discussed. Scope is narrow. Sometimes names are omitted. Sometimes phrasing is tightened down to surgical.
All right, we go get it right in here, man. Look, we got 42 likes. We got 231 people in here. Let's get them likes up, man. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it through the algorithm. Let's get these YNs to catch this message. You know what I'm saying? That's coming straight from a man who been there, man. So let's get it.
Precision. But what doesn't happen is magic. The government does not accept a plea unless it believes the admission supports the charge. That's code language for you are admitting to committing the crime they're charging you with. However, that language ends up being shaped in the final draft. So when someone says, I just took my lick, we had to ask, what lick? The original exposure laid out in the indictment or the negotiated version that went through multiple rounds of revision before the plea hit in paper? Because in conspiracy cases, the entire battle is trial risk versus plea risk. And plea risk gets calculated after the deck has been stacked and someone walked you through the math in plain English. Stacking the deck means enhancements and exposure factors get layered on top of each other until the number on the board looks less like a sentence and more like an obituary. Leadership role, quantity attribution, relevant conduct, shit like that there. These are not accusations. These are sentencing tactics, tools. And when those tools get deployed...
So we think about it, right? Bricc Baby lawyer could have went in there, negotiated, right? To where it don't get nobody else in trouble. It's basically just pertaining to Bricc, right? But like I say, what would be the government's incentive for one to help Bricc out? And you remember they was talking about co-conspirator, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And then just a week ago, if you remember, they was talking about not releasing the people who was cooperating on Big U for their safety or whatever. You know what I'm saying? In
the room during an open conversation with your attorney and prosecutors, the conversation starts being about ego. It starts being about years. And years shift decisions faster than anything else in the universe. I hear the part people dance around or don't even question at all. Roundtable discussions don't always mean someone is telling, but they do mean someone is talking. There's a difference. Talking can mean clarifying timelines, confirming participation, agreeing to stipulations, accepting responsibility for defined conduct. Here's the analogy though. If the indictment says you committed a crime with a specific person and you agree to your part of that crime, that is basically telling without telling.
It's a trip, he say clarifying timeline, because remember Loose Cannon say that's what they was.
Nah, y'all gotta understand something. Two people on the case, right? They come at you with that deal, right? But you're not telling what he did. You told on what you did, which automatically links him to you because y'all got caught around the same time, you know, caught on camera and jumping out the same car. You confess to your position. This man is denying his position. You don't gotta worry about telling on him. By you telling on yourself automatically links him to the case. Like, what is niggas talking about? Nigga, you tell her, me and you go on a lick, right? They catch you. They don't catch me, right? And then all of a sudden, he confessed to the crime. He told them what kind of car he had and all this and where he was at such and such and such. They searched and see I was in the car with him right before the crime, and he confessed. I have stuff inside his car. They link him. They catch me because of such. It's always going to be a bad scenario. I got a better one for you. You catch us coming out the car at the same time. Y'all just don't catch me when I catch him. He confessed to the case. I deny the situation. By me denying it, trying to take it to trial, it makes give him an opportunity to take the deal, get himself up off the line. And then by me going to trial, they fry my ass 12 in the box and give me all day. By him telling on himself, automatically fucks over Big U case. You get what I'm saying? That's why Big U specifically said nobody takes a deal until he takes a deal. Now, he is the one that's on the RICO case. You see what I'm saying? They offer him 6 years. Bricc Baby got offered 6 years to be specific. You see what I'm saying? Why would they give you 6 years when you got caught with guns? They dropped all them charges. They dropped majority of those charges, bro. You see what I'm saying? All that transporting weapons across state lines, that's another charge. You shooting in the air, all that shit, they just dropped all that shit and gave you 6 years. It's not adding up, man, but we got some more content on the way. We gonna get to it, though. Let's go.
Doing they like, oh, they clearing up the time, like, cause he basically saying all the stories he was saying on these podcasts that got him in his predicament in the first place was all fabricated, bro. Basically.
And you have confirmed the framework. You have authenticated the map, even if you didn't draw every street on it. And when someone takes a plea in a conspiracy case, court requires that they verbally confirm the factual basis under oath in open court. That's not social media talk. That is not an interview. That is courtroom confirmation with a court reporter, a judge, and a record that doesn't get deleted. So when Bricc came back online talking like he stood on business, understand something. Standing on business at trial and negotiating terms before trial are two completely different things. One is adversarial. One is strategic. Pretending strategy was some kind of real nigga moment where you stood toe-to-toe with the federal government and didn't blame. That's where the whole thing goes sideways. One defendant pleads in the conspiracy.
You see how you say one is adversarial, right? And one is what? Cooperative. You know what I'm talking about?
It affects everyone else. No if, no ands, no buts, because the government now has an admission of the conspiracy existence, a cooperating factual framework, and a structured narrative. They didn't have to build entirely from scratch. Even if no additional information is provided beyond the plea itself, that admission alone strengthens the government theory at trial against every remaining defendant. That is a procedural reality, not a personal attack. Now here's the real challenge: the Bricc, not the Trinity.
Yo, it's the Bricc, not the Trinity.
If Brick's plea was purely personal and isolated, if it only references individual conduct with no broader framework involving anyone else, that would be a different story. That right there would be taking your lick. But if it didn't, transparency kills speculation. When people selectively show pieces of paperwork and not the full language, it creates questions. And questions in conspiracy cases don't just multiply, they compound with interest. The mechanics of this are not complicated, bruh. Conspiracy pleas are structured in a way that helps the government. They are documented. They are affirmed in court. And once affirmed, they reshape the entire board. Conspiracy law doesn't operate in silos. When one person pleads, it's never just about that one person, ever. When Bricc stood up in court and confirmed he knowingly joined that agreement arranged between himself and the feds, he didn't just close his own chapter. He helped establish that the chapter exists and that.
And you know what I just dawned on, bro? What if they purposely kept Bricc Baby out the big U RICO and gave him his own separate RICO for technical reasons? And you know what I'm talking about? Because why? That was a big thing people were saying. Bricc Baby is not in the paperwork, this, that, and the third. He's got Bricc up. It ain't us, it's the people doing the research.
We seen that yesterday.
And guess what? I bet you Bricc get out and change his life, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
How the government now walks in with something powerful and admitted co-conspirator, even if he never testifies, even if he never says another word, even if he cooperates with nothing beyond the plea itself. The existence of that plea changes the courtroom atmosphere entirely. Jurors don't hear, was there even a conspiracy? They hear one person already admitted that there was.
Remember, they got Bricc Baby on a wiretap, organizing a situation. Him and Big U on wiretap, right? I don't recall actually what it was verbatim, but they got him and Big U talking about a crime or something about they hit a lick and how they was going to disperse the money or whatever that shit was. So you got to look at it like this, right? If he's taking a proffer, he took a plea agreement. What did he give to get that? And why would they just offer him, hey, let's just give Bricc Baby a plea agreement? What were you getting from that? Like, why would they just offer you this and you on a RICO case? Their goal is to prosecute everybody that's inside. Everybody on the RICO case is getting prosecuted regardless. But why would you get the low time? You have to give up something to get something. We know this. This is common practice. It's common procedure. We see it happen all the time. And a lot of these niggas cases that's catching these cases. You see what I'm saying? So that's where we still got to understand. How did you get that low time? We got 312 people in here. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all hit that like button. But we got some more content in the way. Let's go talk more about Bricc Baby case. And yeah, we going to bust it down like that. But this is the thing, man. I'm pretty sure if Bricc Baby got out, it ain't going to be none of that gangster shit, none of that 6-0 shit. Because if you still do all that after God just put you up under that, then you deserve to go and sit in that kennel. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas don't realize you up in your 40s. You're 38, 40, 30. I don't care, from 36 to 45. If you catching major cases at that time, you're through. It's no way on this black top a nigga run around here, nigga, acting like a child. And then when you get caught, nigga, they trying to give you, I mean, even 6 years. You know what I'm saying? That's still a lot of time. You see what I'm saying, nigga? You about to come home damn it halfway a senior citizen. You know what I'm saying? A senior citizen. Don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with them nifty 50s, because they still could get it. Yeah, they still could get it. And there's some beautiful 50-year-old women out there. I can tell you, I see them at Starbucks all the time. And they little track suit and getting their little latte and jumping in that Benz and shit. I ain't mad at you. Do your thing, girl. And so, hey, let me just say it right now. Yeah, hey, I'm saying to you, hey, I just gotta say it. Some of these older women looking better than these little young bros, boy. I tell you right now, they looking better. Way better. Man, shout out to all the older women that's in the congregation today. What's happening, baby girl? I'm just telling what it is. Yeah, I said that shit. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Some of them age like fine wine. I ain't gonna lie to you. But anyway, let's get back to this content, though. Let's go. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We got 312 people in here. Last time I checked, it was only 50 likes. Let's go.
That shift the psychological foundation of the entire case. In psychology, in trial settings, is as real as anything else in that room. Now let's get into the wall phone theatrics, because this part genuinely makes it worse. You have already entered the plea. You have already affirmed under oath. You have already locked language into the federal record. And before all of that, you were on the recorded detention line producing content for the internet with co-defendants still pending. That's not just reckless for you. That's reckless for the entire ecosystem of the case, because everything said on that line exists in the same universe as your plea deal. If anything you say publicly contradicts what was admitted, relevant. If anything you say affects co-defendant's positioning, relevant. If anything you say shifts perception of your role, relevant. You are not outside the case yet. You still in it. Federal detention phones are not podcast studios. They are monitored systems. And in high-profile conspiracy cases, or any other case for that matter, they are absolutely being reviewed by people whose job it is to find exactly this kind of thing. So when Bricc jumped on...
And this ain't no disrespect to Bricc, but when I seen him doing that podcast with Flacco, I'm like, oh, he must already got his ducks in order. You know what I'm saying?
On that wall phone to produce content called No Jumper, the same platform whose footage was used against him. That wasn't a power move.
I mean, everyone.
And it's another thing, right? I don't know if y'all was following Bricc, but Bricc Baby couldn't afford, money on his books. You know what I'm saying? He went through hardship, right? He was, financially depleted, right? Which means if you can't afford, commissary and all that, this is why I tell people, man, it costs to go to jail, gang. It costs a lot of money to catch a case. You got to have money for a lawyer. You got to have money on your books for phone calls, to talk to your family and the lawyers. You got to have money on your books to get, your commissary every week. You know what I'm saying? So, who's paying for the lawyer? You see what I'm saying? What lawyer do he got? You know what I'm saying? Clearly he must have been seeking either, public counsel. You know what I'm saying? Because if he was going through hardship like that, he definitely couldn't afford no lawyer to fight a Fed case. You know it. Them lawyers are not cheap, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you fighting a RICO, somebody in chat, somebody tell me how much it costs to fight a RICO case. Somebody chat GPT it, Google it. Y'all put it in the comment section real fast, man. Let's see how much it costs. Let's just do the math. You know what? Hold on. Let me see. All right, give me 1 second, gang. How much is it to fight a RICO case? Or actually, correction. How much does it cost for a lawyer to try a RICO case? All right, somebody came with 30, 50,000. Come on, gang. I don't know. Look, to try a RICO case, it's saying 100 to 500,000. But give or take, let's go with 30, 50,000. Oh no, okay, no. A retainer fee by its all right, so here you go. Look, so a retainer fee by itself is 50K. 50K for the retainer. You see what I'm saying? 50K. So 50K for the retainer, gang. You understand me? Trial preparation, 50K. Trial itself, $5,000 to $15,000 a day. Every day that lawyer go to court, he's expecting $5,000 to $15,000 a day. So retainer, 50,000. Trial preparation, 50,000. So he went in there and talked to them people, bro. He didn't have that money. He orchestrated that deal through the federal government. Come on, gang. Come on, my nigga. If he couldn't even afford, money on his books and all that shit, he was. Y'all remember he was calling asking Adam for like $5,000, $10,000 so he could get. So that tells us what, he orchestrated that plea deal with the government, which means he had to give up something to get something. They're not just throwing no plea deals, my nigga. You financially starving? You don't have a lawyer to fight a RICO case? You're through. Let me tell you something. Ain't no public defender ever beat a RICO case. And come on, bro. Man, niggas better wake that game up, man. That is not how it happened. So I have to understand myself, man. Yeah, nah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, a little funny on some money. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Zaire, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give you 6 years, man, but we're going to need something from you. You know what I'm saying? All right, but I ain't snitching on nobody. All right, well, you're going to have to snitch on yourself where we could tie them to everything else. I ain't snitch on nobody, though. All right, yeah, all right. I told you he was going to do the little Woody. He was going to do the little Woody. Let's go, man. This is crazy because with that type of money to fight that trial, he can't afford that. $5,000 to $15,000 a day once trial start. Not gonna happen. That's why he took that plea agreement. Let's go.
Knows that the feds are watching No Jumper, so for them to be doing this is just insane. And so this next clip is crazy. This is where Bricc Baby says that he's not worried about getting lined up by Loose Cannon because he's got a slam on.
This is the thing. Anytime that me and Loose meet each other, we both ready to meet each other, obviously. So you get what I'm saying? It ain't even no shot of a doubt about that. And then it's like, look, check it out.
He's like peacocking or whatever. He's like flexing like, hey, don't think about trying to do nothing to me after this podcast because I got a gun on me. That's what I heard. And so in this next clip, we're going to actually see the gun. We're going to see Slam. He's going to show it. He's going to lean back, purposefully showing the butt of the Slam to Loose Cannon.
Oh, M95 for show.
All right, M30, either one. Boo!
What about both? Shout out again to our boys over at Fried because
they definitely dictated the stream.
The gummies did their thingy thing. That's a fact. Yeah. So we had some good fun, good clean fun.
Are y'all noticing the patterns like the bricks and
the feds got all that. The feds got all of that. And I think he got caught with one of those. Bricc Baby got caught with multiple guns. He got caught with multiple guns. And he gets 6 years? Come on, bro. Y'all, somebody lying. Somebody lying if y'all think they just gave him 6 years with multiple guns and all that other shit he had went through.
All this shit look a little different and all that.
You really feel like that?
Yeah.
You said Compa was the one that get high off of like a little bit of shit and trip out. I'm starting to believe that you're the
how you ain't gonna talk?
Hey, Loose Cannon saw ham sandwiches, started to panic, bro. Up there, mid-podcast. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shout out 504 Street Stories, Worldwide Gangster News, right? yeah, I think it's not looking too good for Bricc Not the Trick, bro. You gonna have to tell us what happened and disclose that shit, bro. If you want to continue being a real one and pushing it, and that's why niggas be on certain niggas like, oh, you run around carrying it like you just some super gangster, knowing when they catch up to your whole ass, you gonna be you don't want to do all that time. You know what I'm saying? They say do the crime, do the time. A lot of these niggas don't want to do the time, don't want to get their head knocked off a plane. You know, it is what it is. I wish him the best, like I say, bro. I can almost assure you when Bricc Baby get home, he gonna be nigga on his P's and Q's, bro. Cause I'm up on his ass. You know what I'm saying? From the internet to you know them niggas over there is gonna want some stipulations. They want that shit cleared up before you come back to any Cisco hood day. But you know, yeah, bro, I wish Bricc the best, bro. You know, I don't judge a man by this weird shit he get into, but I do be looking at some of these niggas who be thinking they moving mean, and I be jealous, bro. It's like, you think you the only one who could move me? If it wasn't for the rollers, have you be in line, bro. Stop playing. Or be, you know, would have been got it with you. Nigga be acting like they tough because a nigga don't want to go sit around hella men. But neither do you, obviously, bro, because a nigga getting there infidel. You can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho.
All right, so we got the next part of the content on the way. Let's get it. Let's go. Hold on. All right, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? All right, let's go. All right, we got 359 people in here, man. Let's get them likes up, gang. All right.
If you got
Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold on, man. Let me get this right. Let me get this right.
Outsmart the market with Base 44 super agents. Set up in seconds and ready to go. Want to know what your competitors are up to?
Here we go.
You want to support me? Go to Nene Marie 37 on IG.
All right. All right. Come on, load up, load up. Let's go. This is by Trench News.
Back at y'all with another one. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for everyone who's
All right, so the feds offer Bricc Baby 6.
subscribe to the channel. If you ain't subbed to my channel, make sure you do. Make sure you join the membership. Shout out to all my mods and wrenches. Remember, if you got anything extra, I said extra, not food.
All right, so hold on. Let me get rid of some of this stuff right here. It should come on in a second. You finna get it right though. Yeah, this is I guess Trench News.
Hygiene clothes, bag it up, take it outside, and give it to the less fortunate. Remember, we all one step away from being homeless. Mother Nature could come destroy everything, and now you're homeless. So make sure you get the kids, the women, the elderly, the neutrons, and the it's Tuesday, y'all. Make sure you keep your head on the swivel. Remember, CPD.
All right, hold on. Let's go.
I need 4.5. We got to talk about that, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. And we talking about THF Beizou and the kids that they have.
I gotta find the part where we talking about Bricc Baby. What the hell? Hold on, man. This something ain't right.
Facebook Market, AJ, hook it up. Smash that hype button.
So Trench do he cover multiple news segments, and sometimes we just gotta pull up and find it. Hey, I got what's this? Oh, this is only 9 minutes. This shouldn't even be tripping like that.
I don't know the exact math, but sound like.
Come on, man.
And then he'll have 2 years supervised release.
So, all right, come on, man.
5%, 4.5.
This ain't adding. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, that'll be about a year and a half more to go.
All right, yeah, man. So, yeah, Trench knows, man. I'm trying to get it right. What's going on, Brody? I know you've been following the paperwork too, man. And I know he was one of the people when Bricc Baby paperwork dropped, he had it first. All right. Come on, man. Come on, man. What the hell is going on?
I got grief letters and people outside in the world writing letters for him, and he's saying his trauma, his pain, he had a good job at no jumper, whatever the hell he's trying to say. He's trying to say though that he deserved 4.5 years. Now Bricc Baby got about a year and some change in a year and a half. At 85%, 4.5. Yeah, that'll be about a year and a half more to go, a year, some change, 2 years or something like that. I don't know the exact math, but sound like, and then he'll have 2 years supervised release. So if they give him, they under the 4.5, he'll have 4.5 years with the time he got in and plus supervised release. Y'all get in the comments and let me know, would he be home right away or how long would it be before he get home still? I know it's at 85%, but yeah, that's in the paperwork. They was reading across all his charges, but I only see that he pleaded out to one gun, and I know that he had multiple guns.
He pleaded out to one gun and he had multiple guns, gang. This is exactly what I'm talking about, right? They found all your guns right when they hit your house, but you plead out to one, right? They could have charged them for the other guns, but they didn't do it. You see what I'm saying? This is why I say they just not go just say, nah, he's cool. Don't worry about him. He's a good guy. Don't worry about them other guns. We just charge you for one. That's not how they work, man. You know what I'm saying? He got a year in. They offered him 6 years, right? He's trying to do 4, right? One more year, he get out, and the other 2 be on supervised house arrest. Man, hey man, it's a plea deal, man. He pleaded out, man. He gave up some type of shit to the government to get this type of deal. They didn't just offer this because they thought he was cool.
And 2 different shootings, and threats in the feds. That's why they came to him, because it was a threat on a wire. That they heard while his phone was tapped. That he don't care about the feds and he gonna come and do it. What he gonna do to old girl? And they had came and grabbed him.
Oh, that's when he threatened to hurt his baby mama.
Yeah, him and old Jumper, when Adam and them zoomed in to the gun that was on his waist, that situation. But yeah,
all right, man, it's giving me problems. So look, we gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I gotta get a better footage of this. I'm not feeling this one right here, but don't worry about it, man. We got more content on the way. All right, man. Like, hype, and subscribe. It's 396 people in here, man. Let's get up to 200 likes, and we're gonna leave it like that, man. I appreciate everybody pulling up to the live. We going up all day today. Mr. Nina Boy going viral. Let's go.